What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're here for another episode of My Team Career Mode. This is episode number 9 for the Canadian Grand Prix. If you haven't seen the last episode, go check that out if you guys want to. Completely up to you. It's in the top right hand corner of the screen, or it is in the link in the description below. So, going from the last race, we had a bit of a stinker, as I probably predicted. The only fear that I had in my head was just our genuine race page, and it turns out that I was right. But we did come home with a few points, and those points could be vital in a championship fight, which I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are genuine contenders in this championship so far. And going into Canada, I'm feeling pretty confident about this one, because Canada's is it's sort of half power track and half downforce, in all honesty, but I think it's more of a straight line speed circuit, if anything. So as you can see, a few upgrades that have come in for this weekend. We've got a couple more that are coming on the 8th, and they both go on. That was fuel efficiency and weight reduction, I think, and that fuel efficiency has come at a pretty good time, because Canada is actually quite harsh on fuel. But so that's actually pretty helpful. General wear upgrade that we also got there. Front wing flap. So I think that was a front wing upgrade and also a tyre wear upgrade as well, because Canada's quite harsh on a few things, tyres and fuel. So very nice to have those upgrades on the car, as well as upgrades. We're doing a fabrication upgrade to the aero department. That means we could do, I think we could do up to 2 upgrades, but anyway, have a look at that. We are literally right on par with Red Bull. We have the second best car. All the more reason for us to feel the confidence for this race weekend. So confidence are already high at the moment, even though practice results aren't really showing that at the moment, but that doesn't really matter because we didn't use the softs in that session. We're saving them for later in the weekend when they're needed for qualifying to boot us up the order. But however, there is a little bit of weather coming our way for this weekend. So as you can see, downforce upgrades, front and rear, they'll go on in time for Hungary at a pretty good time, because Hungary is a downforce track. It's not so much of a power track, but it's also quite harsh on fuel as well, so maybe we could think about another fuel efficiency upgrade if we can get to that point. But let's focus on qualifying now. Car feels okay. I mean, I've tried several different upgrades in time trial to help find a nice stable setup, and the car feels pretty stable at the moment. So nice sunshine in Q1. We get through on the one run, but Mark doesn't get through at all. And that was the only lap that I did. I didn't bother going out for a second run, but unfortunately Mark could not find the time. But I tell you what, he's literally not that far. Only a few 100s is all it is from getting into Q2. So at the end of that lap, our first lap, we got ourselves into P2, which drops us to P6, only a few tenths behind at the moment. And as you saw at the end of our first flying lap, the clouds were starting to come in a little bit more, and as we were coming out of the pit lane right here, it has started raining. And I'm looking at what everyone else is doing at the moment, and everybody is sort of staying in the garage. However, a few have decided to come out on track with me. So we're going to try and do a push lap and see how much the track has actually not improved. And as you can see, we're 4 tenths down already, and that's where I decided to back out, because we weren't finding the time and out of the first couple of corners, and that was basically it. So we've got ourselves into Q3, and now we've got a shot for pole position. And the rain is only going to get worse from here on in, because if we lost 3 tenths already in the first couple of corners, the rain's only going to get worse. and we'll see what happens as we go into Q3 and the rain has gotten worse. So much so that we have to go out on intermediate tyres. I told you there was going to be some weather coming for qualifying or for the weekend, and it's come right at Q3. Well, it's come out at a pretty good time because even if we didn't do that second push lap, that would have been enough to get us through anyway. But I didn't have the confidence at the time. So, final lap in Q2, we've actually got ourselves to pole position, provisional pole from Verstappen and Leclerc, but there are more puddles that are on the track already. And as you can see, no one else is coming out with just on 90 seconds to go. So that means it is pole position for us at the Canadian Grand Prix. Last time we were on pole, it was in Monaco, and we converted that pole to a win. So, can we convert this pole position to a race win as well? We're ahead of Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Perez, Gasly, Piastri, Hamilton, Sainz and Alonso. So that's a fairly handy result for us. Hopefully we can put that into good use and get another win of the season and maybe take the championship lead with it.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to the variant of this track back in 1978, and it was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Skip lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Joe, Tsunoda, Stroll, Ocon, Russell, Albon, Gasly, Webber, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Bottas, De Vries and Logan Sargent.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
And hopefully we can do that indeed, Mark. Welcome guys to the Canadian Grand Prix. As you saw from our onboard shots, it is raining pretty heavily actually. However, the strategy does say intermediate conditions. So that's what we're going to be starting with. Is it going to be a one stop onto inters? We'll soon find out. Lights out. And away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. What a start for Max Verstappen. He's going to take the lead into turn one, but we are not going to try and fight that. It's only lap one. Too early to be trying to do something crazy. We've gone into neutral briefly there. But as you can see right now, if you look at the MFD, we have underfueled the car a little bit. I've done that because we're going to be travelling so slowly as we nearly rear-end Verstappen at an early warning for corner cutting. Hopefully we don't do that too much. But as I was saying, we've underfueled the car because I knew that we'd be going a lot slower and we'd be able to save fuel as well. So right now, while we're behind Verstappen, we can use this opportunity to save some fuel and maybe just hang around for a bit and see what the true pace is like between us and Max at the moment. But as I said, it's early days still, so anything can play out. So right now we're just cruising behind Max at the moment, saving all the fuel that we can, because apparently it is meant to dry up a little bit, and as you can see the rain has eased off, but it is still going to be light rain for the foreseeable future. So I think we could be seeing or doing more laps on these inters for a little while. So as Max goes set the purple lap, we do a 23.000 to take the bonus 0.4 fastest lap. A bit of a happy hour stuff going on at the moment. Webber not really doing too much at the moment. He's stuck in that midfield. I swear to God, with these upgrades, and with us being the second best car, you would have thought that he'd be up here with us at the moment, but I don't know. He just doesn't seem to have it at the moment. So the track slowly but surely, he's getting so much faster at the moment, and it's going to continue to get faster the further we go into this race. So right now,
the rain's passing now, so expect it to ease up in the next few minutes. Be ready for the grip to come back, but don't overheat the tyres. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
And doing that's not going to be an easy job. Keeping these Inters very cool. Sergio Perez is out of the race. Virtual safety car is deployed. It's still raining at the moment. There's not... it's such an awkward time though. Here's what happened to Sergio. The engine's blown up as he's trying to go for a move on one of the AlphaTauris. I think it's a Noda. I think we're on board with. But yeah, Perez trying to go for a move, not realising that his engine's blown up. And now, quick VSC, and we're underway again. And that has come at a perfect time for us, because I think we were just in the greens for fuel, but now we've got like a lap spare worth of fuel. So that VSC is actually coming at a very nice time. So pit window's open, Max is not boxing, and if he's not boxing, I'm not boxing, because I'm going to be waiting.
Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
I didn't catch that first bit, but I think he said that weather is getting better. However, we are now setting purple lap. Verstappen's coming into the pits. I wonder if it's slicks or another set of Inters. Is he going to gamble on another slicks? I think I was deciding to take a gamble at this point for slicks. He's gone into hard compound tyres for Verstappen, but he's had to wait for the Ferrari and the Mercedes. But the fact is that we're up the end of the lane. Can we get out ahead of Max Verstappen? I'm looking at where he is at the moment. A little bit slow on the tyres, but we jumped Verstappen in the pit lane. We are now the leader of the race. And now, with us on mediums, Verstappen on hards, this is going to be a mega fight to the end of the race. What's everybody else going on to? That's Hamilton. He's on hards. Looks like everybody mediums for Aston Martin. What's everybody else's tires going on to? So that was Fernando going on to mediums. Stroll, what's he going on to? I'm pretty sure that was mediums. Hards for Zhou Guanyu is what tires are going on. The AlphaTauri, a set of hards. But crucially, what's Mark going on to? Is it mediums? I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. So he'll have the initial speed, as we will have the original speed on the mediums, but that's going to quickly deteriorate. If we don't get ahead, we'll get further ahead of Verstappen. So, as you can see, fast forward in time, happy hour on track at the moment. The track is getting significantly faster. Stroll with the fastest lap, Ocon now with the fastest lap, and Russell now with the fastest lap, 15.5. So that's 2 seconds faster than what we managed. Now we push that marker further with a 12.9. Now cars are going faster and faster. George Russell, 12.5. As we come across the line to complete lap 21, 12.3 is now the marker. Are we going to get any faster than that? However, we still have just under a lap's worth of fuel now. So because it's dry, and we're now up to full racing speed, the fuel will burn a lot quicker now. As we had a yellow flag on the back straight, it's an Alpine that's going very slowly, and it's Ocon, whose engine could not live, and he is now out of the race. He is out of the race along with Sergio Perez. We now have 20 runners left, and there is the stranded Alpine that we're going past right now. So purple to the first sector, no improvement in the middle sector, but we still go faster. 112.6 is the marker. So that's marker is not going to get any lower. I think that might be the fastest we'll ever get in this race right now. So yeah, now the aim is just staying ahead of Max and bringing this car home. With that initial speed that we've had, that we've got, we've now pulled out to over 2 seconds to Max Verstappen, and we can almost cruise it home. We can just lift and coast through some of these corners and just bring the car home. Stay away from the Wall of Champions and any other wall that I can think of. But Verstappen isn't out of trouble yet. Yeah, well, he's still losing time to us. However, I did anticipate, well, I had anticipation that Verstappen might come back at us, but we're just continuing to increase the gap to the cars behind. Lap 32, the gap is now over 4 seconds, and Lando Norris could sniff second place here at the moment. Here we are right now with Lando. He's right up Verstappen's gearbox if he can get a good run out of the last chicane onto the front straight. He might have a lunge into turn 1. He's all over his gearbox at the moment. He pulls out of the slipstream. DRS flap wide open, and second place is Lando Norris's for the taking. And that was on lap 33, I think it was, when he made that move. So he'll now streak away into the distance unless Verstappen has a response, but I don't know if he has at the moment. Live images right with us right now, and we have just started the final lap of our race. So it's been a very, very comfortable second half of this race for us. We were pushing to get that gap to Verstappen. We've been able to do so very, very successfully. I'm going to come away, and because Sergio Perez retired, it means that we are going to be championship leaders for the first time in our career. We take the Canadian Grand Prix and the championship lead.
Guys, thank you so much. You've been great all weekend. To everyone back in the factory, on the pit wall, you've been amazing.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
A truly amazing afternoon. I cannot believe that we are championship leaders for the first time, and we've done it in perfect fashion.
A truly magnificent drive and a great performance from the entire team to secure victory here in Canada. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, they managed their tyres to absolute perfection. A tyre whisperer, in fact. That is what set them apart.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now.
Well, it's a very, very happy podium for us today, and a very happy win, and a very, very happy championship leader, should I mention as well. For the first time ever in any career mode, we are championship leaders. There's huge pressure on us now. We are in a championship fight. But I do have the confidence that we can stay where we are. So that's 2 races in a row now. We've got pole position, and we've converted that pole to a win. How long is that streak going to last for? So Mark, only up 13 or up to 13th place, 4 spots from where he started. Well, at least he's making gains, but not the gains that I really expected, in all honesty. That's just not a result that he can be proud of, and it's not really a result that I'm happy of, to be honest, because I would have expected him to do so much better than that. Yeah, we gave him that slipstream for points. We had to get the maximum points that we could last time out in Spain, but it doesn't help the fact that we're not closer towards the 3 cars that we're fighting for in the championship at the moment. So we need to find a way to get Mark up towards the front, because if we don't soon, with best case scenario, we finish 4th in the constructor standings. Worst case, things could go completely upside down, which I hope that we don't get to that space or that place at the moment. But all that we can focus on right now is focus on the car that we are currently creating. So we do have a very, very quick and a very, very competitive car right now, it seems. Even though that I set up at the very beginning of this Career Mode Championship, I set up this car to be around the midfield. I didn't expect that we would be championship leaders at this point right now. But there's still a long way to go. Anything can happen. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you need to see plenty more F1 and racing game content. And I'll see you next time.